Hello, Dr. Saber. Our group will be presenting Way of the Wolf uh, by Jordan Belfort. My name is Aidan Fallon, and alongside me I have Sebastian, Mitchell, and Jason to present with me. We hope you enjoy our presentation, and without further ado, we'll get on with it. Thank you.
This book brings readers right into the system and process that's been curated and implemented by Jordan Belfort himself over his extensive sales career. Not only did Jordan garner hundreds of millions in sales over the years, he was also able to establish strong, motivated work relationships with employees and partners through the same process he applies to prospects and clients. The straight line selling method is easier said than done, but it provides an extremely valuable framework to the reader that they can implement in their personal and business life. It helps develop clear communication skills, psychological understanding, and invaluable tactics that help control and direct interactions and negotiations. Through the practices of prospecting, first impressions, tonality, body language, mental state management, objection handling, and looping, the reader will have a framework and arsenal of tactics to efficiently sell a variety of prospects and clients in a variety of situations. Having this robust structure and set of tools, the reader will take the clients from open to close easier than ever. Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the sales forecast, and let's start with the target segment summary. The most effective target segment for this book is a typical new and current entrepreneur or business owner, currently in the US and Canada. We use a filter of questions in this slide to determine why this is the best target segment for our book, and starting with the first question, which is what does the target segment say and feel? Well, the typical entrepreneur and business owner mostly talks about the experiences mainly related to business, such as their ups and downs, their love for what they do, and their willingness to keep improving. That being said, the target films are usually focused on becoming the best versions of themselves, but self-improvement is always required to achieve success. So, going to the second question, what does the target need? Well, therefore, if there is a high need for self-improvement by doing something they love within a competitive market, it becomes necessary for the target to find helpful information that can help them out. And for sure, that necessity is mainly the ability to sell. Now, going to the third question, what is the target worried about? Well, success coming from the work they love the most is our target's primary objective, but usually they're willing to do anything to keep the spark alive, but unfortunately, failure happens among a high percentage of businesses due to the lack of ability to sell what they do. So how can we help them out? Well, the book is meant to help any entrepreneurs or business owners to improve their sales skills and sell anything. Jordan Belfort, the person behind this book, has a popular background and social media presence, but with uncovered secrets on how he achieved a high skill in sales. So we invite the target to join the community of people willing to learn more in depth about it. Now, on the next slide, we have an estimate number where, after calculating the book's total expense, we have set a total price of 18 Canadian dollars per book. This will provide an adequate return of 36%, which is an estimate of $18,000 in sales. So the expenses procedure will be mentioned in detail in the following slides.
Wolf of Wall Street's popularity and Jordan Belfort's existing popularity, the cost forecasts are much lower compared to selling a book by an unknown author. Now, Jordan currently has over 1.3 million followers on Instagram and is quite active on this platform. He frequently posts personal videos, educational clips, and segments from his podcast. His follower base is receptive to his posts, so marketing his own book will catch the attention of many, all for free. Many of his followers are young entrepreneurs and would be very willing to buy a sales guide from their idol. Now, advertising can also be done through promotions. Now, this is also completed over social media, but in this case, money will be paid to other influencers to promote the book, either through a post or a story post. Now, influencers can range to relevant financial figures or to anyone professionally related to Jordan Belfort. Now, promotions, they will be pricey, with each post costing upwards of several $1,000s. However, these should be considered a one-time expense and not factored into your unit price. Alright, so we have our advertising done, but where do we sell it? Now, Amazon is the go-to vendor for authors or merchandise sellers to choose to reach one of the largest online markets. The cost of selling on Amazon is not as high as one might think, with each individual item costing the seller a little over $1 in fees to Amazon, and also the option of a professional plan allowing unlimited items sold per month with a $40 monthly fee and additional selling fees. Now, you, the audience, as our publisher, may already have the facilities to print the books themselves. However, a rough quote was obtained online. Now, to print 1,000 soft copy units of this book would cost us a tad over $4,200, giving a unit price of approximately $4.25. Combined with the Amazon selling fees, unit cost is $6 per book, which leaves potential for substantial profits through a modest markup.
Moving on to budget summary, we have a budget of $6,000 and we decided to use it as follows. The cost of production and distribution for 1,000 books is roughly $4,200, a little bit over that, $4,255 to be exact. We think we can sell 1,000 books, so we decided to spend this much on the production and distribution, and we allocate the rest of our resources into marketing. We don't think it's a priority to spend a lot on marketing just because Jordan Belfort already has a huge reach on social media. So having access to his social media accounts is going to really bolster that for us, and it's not a huge priority that way. So nothing will be left over, and we aim to sell out of all of those 1,000 books. All right, so budget summary. Our target market is going to be current business professionals as well as prospective salespeople who wish to grow their clientele and effectively close sales with potential customers. This isn't really a shock. The book is essentially a teach me all guide to selling from a really, really respected salesman. So this is really no surprise. This is the target market of the book. It should come as no shock that we are going to be targeting salespeople. Now, as for expected sales, we expect The Way of the Wolf to sell about 1,000 copies, as we said earlier. We've priced this at $18 Canadian. And so with marketing and production distribution spending equaling $6,000, this means that the total projected profit is equal to roughly $12,000. So we have a good means of selling this book and we can make quite a bit of profit. So just to conclude and wrap everything up, thanks to Belfort's social media, we will be spending a minimum on marketing and are able to focus on spending on as many copies of the book as we can to sell. And with a focus on selling to working professionals, we've established a target market, and it's realistic for us to meet our goals when we are catering to this market that we've established. So to conclude, we aim to sell out of all of our books, and these working professionals ideally take something from this book experience. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you so much.